Welcome to
Total Coffee!
Hi guys, welcome to the fourth episode of How to Start a Coffee Roasting Business. And today we are going to talk about inventory management.
Inventory management?
Yeah.
Damn, I so wish that we had a coffee roaster with us today.
Okay.
Okay, I would want to say cheers.
Cheers.
All right. Thank God we have a roaster with us now, so we can finally start. Welcome, Sandesh. If you all already don't know who Sandesh is the owner of Total Coffee and also owns Kohi Roasters. You might have all heard about Kohi Roasters already. So, Sandesh, welcome. Thank you for being here. And
Thank you for this promotion and this inconvenience.
So Sandesh also got promoted from behind the cameras to in front of the cameras today. So congratulations on that, Sandesh.
Thank you.
So let's get straight to it. Let's not waste any time. What do we need to know about inventory management? What are all the things that is there to inventory management, and what are the things that we need to know? So Sandesh, you own a coffee company which is 4 years old, and you've managed inventory, of course. Otherwise, you would have not lasted 4 years. So can you tell us all the mistakes that you have done? And of course, we want to know from your mistakes so that we don't do that mistakes when we start our coffee company.
Oh, there were a couple. One of the major one was not ordering enough coffee.
Okay.
So we had this known planter
Okay.
from whom we ordered coffee, and the coffee was so good, we ran out of it in probably 6 months.
Okay, that's a good problem to have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had 6 more months.
Okay.
And it was all a rush trying to find a good enough coffee which can replace that.
Okay. Right.
Apart from it, another major thing was storing coffee, like the temperature that we have to maintain, the humidity that has to be there in the storage room.
Yeah.
So the temperature was it should be around 15 to 25 degrees Celsius.
Okay.
And the humidity is around 60 to 65 relative humidity.
Okay.
percent.
Okay. So guys, like temperature played a crucial role. So while inventory management is part of it, also is how to manage your storage, right? So 18 to 25 degrees is the temperature that you need to store your green beans in, and then 60 to 65% relative humidity is what you need to maintain, or at least it needs to be constant. It needs to be between this range to store your green coffee. So what else, Sandesh? So the first one was not enough coffee. You didn't plan to buy enough coffee, which technically relates in you couldn't estimate the right amount of sales that you were going to do. You underestimated yourself, so you sold more than you could possibly can, and so that was one. And then the storage was a mistake. And the next one was
next was I would say maintaining the relationship with the planter. So which is extremely important that you maintain a good relationship, not just in terms of sales, but you have this understanding with the planter who is going to give you a great quality green beans year after year, maintaining and willing to experiment on different process, so you both can succeed.
Right.
And bring out the best in Indian coffee.
Right. So there you go. Relationship with the coffee planter is quite crucial. He needs to understand you. He needs to understand your business model. You need to understand the limitations of his coffee plantation and how much he can produce and what he could give, etc. So if you don't have a good relationship with your planter, next year he might say, "Hey man, I've never spoken to you over the past year. I don't know what you're doing with my coffee. I probably don't want to sell my coffee to you this year." So you would have marketed the coffee for the whole year. You would have built a reputation for that particular coffee. And next year, if the planter does not give you his coffee, then you're left with 1 years of wasted effort, right? So that's where relationship with the planter plays such a crucial role. And anything else?
Apart from it, you have to consider your roast losses.
Okay.
Like when you roast, you lose out a percentage of the.
How much is it roughly?
It depends from coffee to coffee.
Right.
It can range anywhere from 10% to 30%.
Okay.
So you have to accommodate that also.
Okay.
And after you roast your coffee beans, you'll have to make sure that you sell
Uh-huh.
a good quality coffee, that it doesn't have bits and pieces in it,
Right.
unroasted, or
Right.
some defects that are
Okay.
there. So
Okay.
you have to accommodate those losses also.
Those losses as well. All right.
So these
So-
are the things.
Oh, okay. So these are all the mistakes. So you'll have to calculate for your roast loss. When you roast coffee, if you take, I mean, like Sandesh said, somewhere between 10 to 30% can be the roast loss, right? Depending on the coffee, moisture content, kind of coffee, so many other things. You need to account for that. So if you say I'm going to sell 100 kgs, you need to have 120, 130 kgs in stock. So that you can accommodate for those losses. And also, like a good roaster, like Sandesh was telling us that if there is bits and pieces, he doesn't sell that coffee, he removes that. Bits and pieces might occur during roasting, while cooling, while packing, so many other places, while shipping, even while storage. So you need to account for that. Or let's say a batch of coffee did not get roasted well, right? So that you cannot obviously sell to your customer. So that loss you need to account for as well. Anything else, Sandesh, in terms of green bean inventory management that we need to keep in mind when I'm starting my coffee business?
Another thing is the shelf life.
Okay.
Like how long you can store your green coffee.
Okay.
So that even after you roast it,
Mhm.
it still tastes good.
Okay. Okay. Right.
So this depends on how the coffee is grown, where it is grown,
Okay.
how it has been processed.
Okay.
So it can range anywhere between 1 year, max I would say 2 years.
Okay.
But I've seen examples where
Mhm.
coffees that are older than 3 to 4 years still
Okay.
taste good.
Okay. Right.
They may not be 100%, but
Mhm.
they're still 90 to 95%. They hold that
All
potential.
that potential. Okay.
So this is
So
something
shelf life of the green beans, like they range from 1 year to 4 years, 5 years as well. So depending on the coffee, how it was processed, how it was stored, etc., the shelf life of the coffee can last up to 5 years in some cases. So you need to know what the shelf life of your coffee is. According to that, you can stock up on those coffees. So that pretty much sort of sums up all of the things with green coffee.
Yes.
Right. So we now have a clear understanding on what are all the mistakes or what are the things that we need to keep in mind when we are managing inventory for green coffee. So let's look at since Sandesh is a roaster, he obviously stores roasted coffee. He sells roasted coffee. So let's try to understand what are the things that we need to keep in mind when we are managing inventory of roasted coffee. So Sandesh,
First
what
and
is the first
foremost
thing?
is roast in small quantities.
Okay.
And roast them frequently.
Okay.
So
Right.
you can give out fresh coffees to your customers.
Right.
So coffee usually tastes good. It can be anywhere between 4 to 7 days after roasting.
Okay.
Some coffees taste well after 14 days of roasting.
Yeah.
But there is a plateau. After that,
It starts
it
deteriorating.
starts deteriorating.
Okay.
So you have to make sure that when the coffee reaches your customers,
Mm-hmm.
it is in its prime.
Mm.
So it tastes good.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So that is first thing, like roast in
Okay.
small quantities
Okay.
and frequently.
Okay, right. So you probably will have roast cycles which you tell your customers,
Yes.
saying, hey, I roast on Monday, I roast on Wednesday, I roast on Saturday, kind of thing. So you roast in small batches regularly in different intervals probably.
Yes, it
Uh,
might take a little time to get to know like when your orders are coming, how
Okay.
much people are ordering.
Yeah.
So if
yeah.
it is a new coffee, fresh coffee that we have too much confidence,
Yeah.
then we roast them more,
Okay.
which thankfully we have been able to sell out.
Okay. Perfect.
For our B2B customers,
Uh-huh.
we say we are going to roast thrice a week.
Okay.
Probably Monday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Okay.
Or Monday, Wednesday, Saturday or something.
Right.
So they will place their orders accordingly.
Mm-hmm.
So we always make sure that we send out fresh coffees.
Okay. Right.
And so we don't store anything. Even if we store any
Yeah.
small quantity,
Yeah.
and that we use it for our own
Okay.
purposes.
Okay.
And majorly we'll also keep a small quantity to do a QA.
Okay.
So we'll taste and cup our own coffee
Sure.
to get to know if the roast is proper.
Okay.
So we can't send out something that doesn't taste good to our
Yeah.
customers.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So there you go with roasted coffee. First thing is try to decide roast cycles, different roast cycles, right? And then communicate this with your customers, and so that they place orders during your roast cycles, like let's say Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, and then they place an order a day before your roasting day, so that you can roast and sell them coffee that is fresh in small batches, which is a crucial part of specialty coffee as well. Second thing is storing the coffee right after it is roasted, airtight, without contact with moisture, humidity, temperature, in a cool, dark place.
Yes.
That's the second thing. And trying to assess your retail sales. I think that's always a hit and go, right?
Yeah.
Hit and miss kind of a
Correct.
aspect. So you can never assess in the beginning. You will have to start. You will probably waste a little bit of coffee
Yes.
in the beginning, because you will not be able to assess how much of retail sales you will do online or in your store.
Yeah.
But then slowly, gradually, you will be able to figure out how much of coffee are you selling every
Correct.
week, and you can stock and roast and stock that much
Yes.
coffee.
Correct.
So there you have it, guys. And if at all, okay, there is coffee left, right? I drink it. I make my team drink it. I make my wife drink it. After that, what? What do I do with that coffee?
Use it as a fertilizer. Make
Okay.
coffee scrubs,
Fertilizer, coffee scrubs, and
soaps.
Okay, coffee soaps. All right. And okay, I've made soaps. What do I do now? Where do I sell it?
Total Coffee.
Okay. All right, guys.
Making coffee soaps. Sell them on Total Coffee.
All right, so there you go. That's another invite for all the coffee scrubs, all of the coffee soaps, all of the coffee, whatever products that are out there, to come by and then showcase their products on Total Coffee. Right? If you have something that has coffee in it, please let us know, and we would love to sell it on Total Coffee. Right? So that sums it up.
Yes.
Sandesh, thank you so much. That sums up the whole inventory management aspect of coffee. You got to know how to manage inventory of green beans. You got to know how to manage inventory of roasted coffee. So if you all liked what we spoke about, if you all thought what we spoke about added some value to your coffee business, a sub would be greatly appreciated. And do not forget to like and share our video and that special bell icon. Do hit on that, so that every week we have videos shooting out about how to start and run a coffee roasting business. So it'll help you. All right.
Yes.
Sandesh, thank you so much. And
Cheers.
cheers.
Thanks for.
See you guys. See you soon.